Yo, what's good, guys? So, as you probably know by the title of the video, today I want to talk about all of the things that are wrong with Brawlhalla Ranked. Um, I'm playing on a random account, so I get fast queues, so I can play. Um, we'll get into this. Yeah. So, I made a very long Twitter thread last night, uh, while I was uber tilted, because I sat in queue for 8 minutes, 4 games in a row. So I actually played the game for 8 minutes, and I sat in queue for 32 minutes. And it like got me thinking, and I feel like we've been having discussions about like problems with ranked for a long time now. But really, like, the proposed changes are always like kind of just add more ranks or just like lazy stuff like that. But I think fundamentally ranked feels totally abandoned by the devs. If you think about it, there has not been a substantial update to the ranked system since they added color rewards, which I'm pretty sure, I'd have to check, has been at least 3 years. They added rewards back in either 16 or 17, after the first season. So it was 2016 when they added the avatars, and then they added colors shortly after that with Glory. And since then, there has been no update to any system involving ranked, other than, well, yeah, there's been no systematic updates. They've added like map toggle, which is amazing, and I'm so happy about that. They added, they update the tournament map pool, but that's kind of stuff that you would just like assume would be there, considering it's the only way that you can play 1v1 with the like competitive rule set outside of customs. So anyways, let's get into this thread. So I started Brawlhalla rank changes I would like to see: maximum 3-minute or less queue time. And you should really like, okay, there's other games that have long queue times, like League of Legends. I've sat in queue for like 10 minutes before. Overwatch, I've sat in queue for like 10 minutes before. But the thing about those games is that the actual length of the games is 20 minutes or 30 minutes on average, right? But in Brawlhalla, the average game time is like 3 minutes, literally 3 minutes. So why would you ever gate your players to have to sit in queue for longer than an average game? That's actually insane to me. I think literally the maximum queue time that you should be able to get is 3 minutes, and I honestly think it should be even less. But at least like the rationale behind it should make sense, that you should not have to sit in queue for longer than you're playing the game. So on that note, if they can't for some reason see like why that's okay, they need to increase the quality of the time that you are sitting in queue, right? Because even if they do make it 3 minutes and you're sitting in queue for 3 minutes every time, then you're still gonna be sitting in queue for half the time that you're playing the game. And I think the easiest solution is you just add training mode in queue. Like right now, you are just playing free-for-all against bots on free-for-all maps. I mean, first they could make it so that it's on 1v1 maps, then they could make it 1v1ing a bot, but I really think they should, if they can, they should add training mode, because that just seems like such a great solution to me. Like, if you're forcing your players to sit in queue for so long, then why not just at least help them to play while they're in the queue, because you're not allowing them to play anyway. This is something like, so there's, using the League example again, there's not really anything like that. But with Overwatch, you can queue deathmatch against other players while you're queuing. You can queue like pretty much anything in Overwatch while you're in queue, and their queues are pretty long. Speaking of Overwatch, the Overwatch queue times for DPS are so bad. So something about Overwatch is you queue your role, right? And there's 2 tanks, 2 DPS, and 2 healers. The queue times on average for DPS are so bad, like 10+ minutes, that the devs of Overwatch are willing to experiment, totally reshaping the landscape of the game, changing it to 1 tank, 3 DPS, 2 healers, just to circumvent the queue time issue, because there's so many more DPS players. And it just is mind-boggling that in Brawlhalla you can queue for so long and get so like little rewards. Like, at least in Overwatch, if you queue for 15 minutes, for example, to play ranked, right? You're playing DPS, at least you're gonna get normal like MMR gain, because you're gonna get a like okay match. But in Brawlhalla, you queue 10 minutes and you get +1 elo or +0 elo, and it's just like, why? It's just like, if you're gonna make us get +1 elo anyways, because we're sitting in queue for so long, then at least make it faster. Because you're probably not gonna get a balanced game if you're not gonna queue within like 2 minutes anyway. Like, you're not gonna get reasonable elo gain if you're not queuing within 2 minutes anyway. So that's one of the main issues for me. Okay, let's get to this next point. So I think another thing that needs to happen is they add ranks. I've talked about it a lot in the past, and if you just think about it, it's totally absurd. So the last year, every season, I've gotten to 2800 elo or above. Last season I got 2900, doesn't really matter. And you start playing Brawlhalla at 1200 elo. The highest rank is 2000 elo. And I'm getting to 2800, as well as other people. I think Santi's 2800 right now. I got 2800 earlier this season. It's just, think about it. The same rank is, aka Diamond, spans for the same length as 3 ranks, aka Silver, Gold, and Platinum. Which is just, what? Like, it's actually insane. In like, on that topic, it's literally pointless to go above 2000 elo in terms of like anything other than playing the game, right? If you enjoy the game, you can go above 2000 elo, okay. But there's no reward, there's no leaderboard in game for people to actually see. The only thing that changes is the little rank underneath your elo and the actual number, I guess. But that doesn't matter. I guarantee you, okay, we have what? Like 25 million players, 30 million players? I seriously doubt that more than 1 million of them, or like 3%, knows that there's a website for the leaderboard. Like, I seriously doubt that. There's no advertisement for ranked at all. And like, it's just so neglected. The whole like system. Okay, anyways, my proposal for new ranks: recalibrate them, make them increments of 250, starting at 1000. Under 1000 would be 10. So you go 1250 is, or 1000, above 1000 would be silver, below 10, or bronze, I mean. 1250 would be silver, 1500 would be bronze or gold, which is pretty close to what it is right now. It's like 1480 or something like that. 1750 plat, 2000 diamond still. You keep that goal, and then just add 2 more ranks. You add 2250 emerald, obsidian, whatever the fuck you want to add. 2500 like master, like some sort of non-metal that is like you're really good at the game. Like Overwatch has master, League has master, something like that. And then above 2500, you just add a top 100 rank that is dynamic. It flows with the as the elo increases. And that's really the biggest issue, right? There's no dynamic ranking system, so there's only one like constant goal, and it's 2000. If they added like something like a top 100 queue, then it would actually incentivize people to play if they added substantial rewards along with it. Because you wouldn't be able to just get top 100 and then stop. You'd have to continue playing as other people pass you. This is very saddening. Also, I think a way to actually make ranked a competitive game mode that people cared about would be adding tournament-esque systems to the higher ranks. So for me, I think you add elo decay above 2000 elo so that people can't just hold, like I said. Also, I think you could add a best of 3 and banning system. So banning meaning like map bans and stuff like that. To anything above 2500 elo, which would be that like master tier, right? I think that would actually encourage people to play, right? Like Rank S was very successful, and you literally just copy the Rank S system and add it to the Brawlhalla Ranked, and it would increase, like, you don't even need a prize pool or anything because you could add actual rewards. Anyways, so recalibrate rule set, rebalance the ranks, recalibrate rule set above 2500, add two new ranks, and then top 100, so I guess 3 new ranks technically. An alternative is you only add 1 more rank, and you just make it so that the elo gain is diminished slightly. So right now, if you guys didn't know, the maximum elo that you can lose is 32. I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, that's not true. Okay, the better way to explain it is if you and someone else that you queue into have the exact same elo, then you will gain 16 and they will lose 16. So it's like, it's based on the number 32. If you change that to based on like 26 or 28, just like even lowering it slightly like that would make it so that you can't just like go from like starting a new account to rank 1 in one day. 13 elo for beating someone really close to you or beating someone your rank is much more appropriate than 16 elo in my opinion, because what tiers are, what, like 300 elo, right? You start 1600 or 1680 for plat, and it's 2000 for diamond, so that's 320 elo between plat and diamond. Okay, you beat someone the same rank as you 20 times in a row. Okay, 20 times. 20 times average game length, which I'd say is about 3 minutes, 4 minutes for the lower ranks. 20 times 3 is 60 minutes. You could go in 60 minutes from literally platinum to diamond if you just win every game. That is insane. You should not be able to like rank up that fast. I mean, like, that's just like a personal gripe for me. It, like, how quickly you can go from elo reset to the highest rank is just, it's just so bad. I think that's a really, really big issue. So I'd lower how quickly you gain elo, just to fix that issue. I'd also, like, or you could just have a real elo reset. Like, that's another issue is okay, the last few seasons, I've literally been getting reset to 1900 elo. So I have to win like 6 games to get diamond. From the highest rank, after elo reset, you need to play 6 games. What the fuck? Like, I don't understand. Like, if you reset the highest elo players to like 1500, like gold, maybe then you wouldn't get so much higher than diamond every season, because like the average elo would go down so much. If you decrease the average elo after reset by 500, so you restart people at 1400, that's like right before gold, then the average elo at the top would also go down like about 500, right? Maybe not exactly, I could probably go down like at least 300, something like that. So then you would have absurd numbers like 2900 achieved every season, but then like the first month. Anyways, this is like not even to mention how awful the like tier system overall is. So when you start playing the game, you start at silver, right? 1200 elo. The average player in Brawlhalla is barely gold, so like 1400. If you start 200 elo away from the average, how many games do you think you have to lose before you're actually playing against someone at your skill level. I'd say it's about 10, maybe 15, right? You average when you're starting is probably like 1,000 elo. How many people do you guys think have played 1 to 3 games, got absolutely shit stomped, and quit permanently? Because it's just not fun to play against somebody that's so much better than you right when you're starting. I guarantee you a silver player is never going to lose to a person who's just starting out. Like, I wish I could see the data for something like that. Because I seriously, there must have been at least hundreds of thousands of people who have played ranked once or twice, got totally rolled, and then just quit. Like, I just can't believe that. So, like, in 2016 when I started playing, 2015 actually, there was a placement system that made your MMR gain and loss when you're during your first like 3 or 4 games massive. So if you lost your first game, it wouldn't be like losing 1 game, it'd be like losing 5 games. And that goes both ways. Not only does that super benefit people who are just starting out so that they recalibrate to their rank faster, it also helps combat against smurfing, that people who are significantly better than silver, they make a new account because the game is free. Smurfing is unavoidable. I'm literally smurfing right now. It would also just help combat with that because they get closer to their elo, their appropriate elo faster. It's just, that seems like such an obvious thing to me, at least, for the game to implement. And then just like it, I have this tweet. I know every employee that works at Brawlhalla is super passionate about Brawlhalla, right? Like, they wouldn't work there if they weren't. But it just feels like ranked is so neglected. There's no in-game leaderboard like I was talking about earlier. There's no, like I was saying earlier, there hasn't been a serious refreshing update to Brawlhalla Ranked in literal years. And it's just like, it's literally, I guarantee you Ranked is the most played mode. Maybe not actually, maybe Free For All is played more. But like, how can you just not address all these issues that have been so prevalent, so complained about for years? And it would just drastically increase the experience of literally everyone playing Ranked. I just don't understand. I really do think like the biggest change that they can make is adding, like, increasing the new player experience. Like, either lowering the starting elo, which actually wouldn't really help in the long run. In like a year or so, it'd just stagnate out, to where new players are probably getting stomped again. But like improving the quality of new players' ranked experience is so important, and I just don't understand like why nothing ever gets done about ranked. It's so sad to me. And just lastly, like, any meaningful reward that they add to ranked would make people care so much more. Let's just look at all the things that they could do to ranked that they don't right now. So right now, when you play ranked, you get an avatar. An avatar and a border. And glory, right? That's it. Avatar, border, glory. Okay, let's look at all the other stuff that you can customize your fucking Brawlhalla account with. KO effect. Make a top 100 rank, give 2500 plus and top 100 a unique KO effect. Make the fucking master tier purple. Like, hold on, let me pull up an image. Master tier Apex Legends. Okay. Make Brawlhalla Ranked have a cool purple thing like this. And then give a cool KO effect with this color, and everyone would try and go for it. Nobody gives a fuck about like random diamond avatars that get extra lines every season. Let's be real. Nobody cares. I bet some people care, but like, it's nothing. Really, it's nothing. And okay. Also, let's just base all of this off of Apex Legends ranking system. I've been playing Apex Legends a lot recently. The ranking system for Apex Legends is so solid. It takes a long time to rank up. The rewards are substantial. Let's just look at the rewards. Okay. Oh, I scrolled down too much. Okay, badge, cool. New players, they still get something for playing ranked. That's cool. That's what we have right now. We get the avatar. Badge is basically like an avatar. Okay, 2800, 4800, 7200. This is like the middle ranks. They get a weapon cosmetic that changes based on what rank they are. We kind of have that. I mean, we get glory, but glory is pretty much the same for everyone. It ranges. It's like 7500 on average, right? And it's more based on how much you play than how high you play or how high you place. That's an issue. That's another thing that Brawlhalla could do. You literally make a cool cosmetic that increases in color, like it changes color based on what rank you get. It'd literally be insane. Everyone would play ranked. Okay, that's something that they could do. You could also just like give a cool fucking sidekick or like a cool like podium or something for reaching a certain rank. Like you get diamond, you get a cool podium, something like that. And then this, so what they do is they have dive trails, which is just like a cosmetic thing that everyone sees at the start of the game when you jump out of their like ship. Apex is a battle royale. It's like everyone sees it. It's cool, right? Why not? That's literally the KO effect that I'm talking about. You add a KO effect for 2500 plus / top 100 with different colors. Let's look at the, what's it called? Dive trail, Apex Legends. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. It's literally just a purple thing behind you. That's all you need. You just need cool cosmetics like that just show off what rank you are, other than this fucking avatar that doesn't, you don't even see it in the game, in your border, which you don't even see in the game. It's like, why can't you add in-game, in-match cosmetics to show your rank? It's just like, I seriously think that you're so, like, ranked is so in desperate need of updates like this because it's just stagnating. Like, I'm losing total interest in playing ranked. I only played it because I'm recording a video about ranked. It's just like, it's mind-boggling to me. Like, please, if anyone from BMG, like, seriously discuss this in the office or something. It's just, I just wish Brawlhalla Ranked was so much more, because it could be so much more. And thank you guys for watching. Sorry, it's just super ranting. It's like I feel like I've played ranked so much, like for so much time of my life that I've lost playing ranked, and it's just I just wish it was more. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Fuck, dude.